Yo, welcome back for Danganronpa another. So last time I mentioned I was gonna try switching the order of the free time events because last time it like bugged out with Kizuna. So I replayed everything I did in the last video, and I did the exact same. I hung out with the same people, so I hung out with Kinjo, Kizuna, and I hung out with what's her name? With Mikako twice. But I just did it in a different order, and it did work. I did get the event with Kizuna. I just skipped through it because it was in Korean, but I'll just read it from the YouTube video now. Hold on a second. Yeah, got it here. Okay. Yuki! What are you doing? Are you gonna stick to me again? Ah, you're so sensitive to physical contact. Usually boys love this kind of things. Anyway, there's something I want to ask. What is it? How wealthy is your family, you? Okay. Huh? Well, we're not in poverty, but not that rich either, so I guess kind of in the middle? Alright. Why are you asking this? Oh, nothing special. I was just curious. He's a gold digger. By the way, you became the ultimate lucky student thanks to your luck, didn't you? Yes. Darn it, he's so... Oh, what was that? Oh, hang on. This tech like skipped automatically. Darn it, he's so mediocre I could still try to get close to him. I guess I can rip him off and... Huh? What did you say? I couldn't hear you very well. Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, Yuki, I'm so nervous. I'm so scared of Monokuma. Would you hug me and calm me down? No thanks. I can understand your feelings, but... Here, let me pat your head instead. Okay. Ah, don't be shy, you. Why does Kizuna like to be so physically close to others? Aside from that, I think I heard her say something weird. I have a bad feeling about this. After hanging out with Kizuna for a little more, I said goodbye to her and left. Okay, that was it. It was a really short one. Okay, so she's a she's a gold digger who's trying to steal all the guy's money, I guess. Okay, interesting character development. That's not really how I read her, but okay. Anyway, yeah. Last scene that happened was that we saw her crying in the hallway with Akane. And now we're going to sleep. I'm guessing there's going to be a murder pretty soon, right? Maybe like right when we wake up. Anyway. Today, Monokuma delivered and they were... Monokuma delivered and they were her secrets, okay? But it was all a useless joke. Is there some hidden meaning? If not, is he playing with us? Surely, it was the day after Monokuma gave the motive that Maki died a few days ago. But now it's different. Compared to that time, the motives are insignificant and our bonds must have deepened. Yes, let's trust everyone. Oh wait, I forgot to... Okay, no, it's fine. Yes, let's trust everyone, believe in everyone, in order to get out together. Hello everyone, it's morning, 7 AM. It's wake up time, so let's have a lively day today. Morning. Okay, I should tell them something about Tomori at breakfast. Uh-oh. Everyone, compared to yesterday, they seem less energetic. Somehow, I'm a little nervous. It was such garbage, but after the motive came out, I wondered if someone was going to kill. For now, it seems that all of us are safe. I thought I counted someone missing. Oh, everyone's here, from these 10. When you have such unsettling thoughts, real bad things are bound to happen. It'll be fine. Let's just act like we usually do. Yes, at least not many will die, because I'll keep you safe. Okay, very reassuring. But what did everyone do with the paper Mr. Monokuma gave us yesterday? I didn't see it and just threw it in the trash. Me too. I'm not curious, and it's something someone would rather keep for themselves. Did everyone throw it away? I threw away mine too. Seeing something like that, it just makes you feel real bad about them. It seems everyone threw them, but I can't say that I saw mine alone. It didn't really matter anyway, so I'll just pretend I don't know. Alright, breakfast is almost over. Let's do our best investigating today. Wait. They keep saying that every day that they're investigating. What are they investigating exactly? Because it seems like they're just like hanging out. They're just chilling. Doesn't seem like a lot of investigating is going on. Wait, everyone, can you hold on a minute? Why? I have something to tell everyone. You know, right, Maida-kun? Oh, it's about Tamori, right? Tamori? What about Tamori? Actually, yesterday, while I was going to my private room with Maida-kun, this was before nighttime, we saw Kizuna-chan alone. But Kizuna-chan, she was crying. Crying? She said she was lonely. She didn't mean to be. As if trying to accept it, she was crying. Tamori! What? That girl, she was feeling lonely? Really? I thought she was pretending to be strong. Certainly, Tamori was. She was really different from Mikaro, who really hates us, and Huayara, who doesn't give up on his own will. She looked hesitant. Then that gal, she was bluffing and suffering alone in her heart? I don't believe Kizuna-chan should be left alone like this. So, why don't we try to convince Kizuna-chan? Yes, if we all persuade together, she can definitely hang out with us. Yeah, we can try persuading her corpse that's left in the power room, probably, right? That room seemed... Maybe the gym room, because there was like dumbbells and things that could be used for murder. That girl, she's feeling lonely for sure. Okay, let's go together. Not only Tamori, Mikaru and Huayara will also to be with us someday, okay? Let's find Tamori together. Kinju-kun, this time I won't back down, no matter what you say. Kizuna-chan is alone. I knew that Tamori was in conflict about leaving us. Fine, let's accept Tamori as an ally. I'll go with you. What a Chad. Kinju-kun, did you know, rather? What's this change of pace? That clogged Kinjo is being persuaded. Clogged? That's not how I understand the word clogged to mean. Hey, what kind of person did you think I was? Do you see me as wicked? Even if they went out voluntarily, if they sincerely repent for their mistakes, okay, the mistakes are getting really bad all of a sudden, I'm willing to accept them again. But I've seen it myself, and if they were in a bad mood, I'll pretend like nothing happened. Yes, then let's all go together. Everyone gathered their strength, and even Kinjo decided to persuade Tamori together. Let's first find Tamori. We dispersed and looked around the school, and finally Tamori was found in the gym by Yamaguchi. Alive? Oh, okay, never mind. Kizuna-chan, you are here. What? You guys coming as a group? That's so annoying, you know? Kizuna-chan, we came here together because we have something to say to you. Something to say, is it? What? What else do you want to say to me? Kizuna-chan, you don't... Sorry. Kizuna-chan, you don't have to investigate if you don't want to, but do you still want to be with us? Huh? Having breakfast together, even if we do research, it's more fun if we do it together. What are you saying? You told me to get out, and now you're telling me to come back? I don't think anyone said that. Maybe Kinjo did. Kinjo was the one who said that, yeah. Yes, certainly. I told anyone who wouldn't obey me to get out, and you got out. Yeah, I said I left because I didn't want to see you guys. However, I only said that those who are willing to kill should leave the group. I never told it to someone who shed tears and was feeling loneliness. Eh? Mr. Mori, we heard you were crying because you were feeling lonely. You shouldn't do this. You should just, like... You shouldn't mention that you saw that, because now it's, like, weird. You should just, like... Be like, hey, you wanna come back? Come on. Mentioning this makes it really awkward. And that you couldn't tell anyone, crying on your own solitude. Okay, don't rub it in. I apologize. I should have done something sooner. No, wait a minute. How do you guys... Maida-kun and I saw it last night. I'm sorry, we didn't mean to sneak, but seeing you like that, I could not leave you in that state. What's that? When did I ever cry? Hey, Tamori, stop being stubborn. We already know everything. But why are you so pretentious? Be honest. You should open up your heart. Haha. You guys don't know anything. I'm not pathetic enough to feel sad or lonely. Do you know who I am? I'm called the lucky girl. And I'm the lucky boy. All male students call me the queen, and I'm the object of admiration. You know what else? Do you? Come here, being treated the same as everyone else, even hearing bitter comments and not following orders. You think I can withstand such a thing? And she's still hung up on Mikaru calling her a slut. Huh? You. What's wrong? Are you gonna convince me? Everyone must already be thinking I'm unlucky, so that means I can't get along with you guys anymore. No one thinks that. What? Huh? What is this? We don't know how Kizuna-chan has lived up until now. But Kizuna-chan is a precious friend. Damn, that's messed up that she slapped Kinjo, but now she's hugging Kizuna. Fucking woke game, man. What do you mean, friend? You all kicked me out. I'm sorry. Eh? I apologize. I didn't know Kizuna-chan's feelings. I didn't know anything until now. And I only thought about you. So please stop being stubborn. We're going to tell each other everything we can. I don't know how much we can go, but there is still a future. How far we can go? We can be friends, surely. I won't make Kizuna-chan lonely anymore. When she walked up, I really thought she was gonna slap Kizuna again, like she did with Kinjo. Friends? We can be? Of course, everyone feels the same way. Let's be good friends, Mr. Mori. You don't have to bear it alone anymore. Why don't we work out together? Hey, it's not like you to keep quiet and shed tears like that. It doesn't suit you. You're a bit squeaky, but sometimes that's fine. Squeaky? Stupid. Who would be happy with something like this? But, sorry. I'm sorry for being stubborn. Please take good care of me once again. Tomori finally showed us a heartfelt smile. Whether everyone's sincerity was conveyed, Tomori looked more beautiful than usual and felt more friendly and warm than before. Having regained a new colleague, we made a new resolution and decided to continue the investigation with more enthusiasm than ever. Now, even Monokuma isn't scary. Everyone is here, even Tomori. Tomori, who was so stubborn, finally was able to act together. Someday, Mikaru and Uehara will definitely work with us. With that promise in mind, we resumed the investigation. More free time? Okay, more free time. Okay, so I feel like a murder is gonna happen soon. I feel like Kizuna is pretty likely to be a victim. Because last time, Kyoka got a lot of attention right before she died, and now Kizuna's getting a lot of attention. And the game is encouraging me to finish people's social event, because then you get a skill. So I kind of want to hang out with Kizuna, but I'm scared I'm gonna hang out with her once, and then she's gonna die and I can't finish it, so I just wasted that free time event, you know? So I want to hang out with someone who I think I can finish. So far I've hung out once with I finished Mikako. I've hung out once with Mitch, who's dead. So I wasted that one. But I've hung out once with Akane, that was forced. Once with Kinjo, once with Kizuna, and once with Kinji. Okay, out of all of these, Akane and Kinjo are almost certainly not gonna die. I think I'm gonna hang out with Kinjo again. And then if Kizuna lives, I'll finish her free time event in chapter 3. now I've got to play the game of finding where people are. They're just chilling in the laundry room. Man, I should have looked at the icy veins before this. Yeah, I should have looked at the tier list of whose skills I should get, whose skills are the most useful. I feel like Mikako's skill is pretty useless, since we have like 1 billion monocoins already. I could hang out with you, you're definitely not gonna die either. If I don't find Kinjo, I'm probably just gonna hang out with you. Could be like investigating where the exit. Nope. I'm gonna assume he's in the the machine room because he was there earlier in another free time event. It looked like he was investigating something. It's like over here. No, you're here. You're not gonna die either, but I haven't started your free time events. Where's Kinjo? Oh, monocoin. There's dumbbells here. I tried to lift them for a minute, but it was heavier than I thought, so I put them down. Huh, there's something. Okay, most descriptions are in Korean, so is the fact that this is in English mean it's gonna be relevant later? Is the dumbbell gonna be used for the murder? There he is. You're probably my favorite character so far. Oh, wait, I need. Fuck, I forgot to save. I have something. I have handcuffs. Oh, I have the criminal psychology thing. He would like that. Actually, what if he hates it because he hates criminals? Criminal psychology. Yeah, each of these is someone's favorite. I don't know anything else that would be his favorite. Yeah, it has to be criminal psychology. This is, are you giving it to me? Yes, since Kinjo is a police officer, I wondered if a book like this would be of any help. No, thank you, Maida. Actually, I really wanted to read this book. Do people like Kinjo need to study psychology books? The psychological state of those who commit crimes is not enough study to learn from just seeing it. There's no real end to keep studying it. For that reason, I really needed something like this. Thank you for giving me a gift, as if you read my mind like this, Yuki. As I mentioned before, studying is not enough. I'll read it from now on until I finish it. I feel truly pleased with this outcome. Police hat! Cool. Okay. This is the second event with Kinjo. To open up the YouTube video. We got a lot of free time this chapter, I feel like. Where's Kinjo? Kinjo. Oh, your free time events are long. Okay, well, I kind of got spoiled because I saw in his free time thing, like it said part 1, part 2, part 3, and then it said next at the bottom. So he has more than 3 free time events, unlike the other, like Mikako only had 3. And Kizuna I don't remember. Maybe she had more than 3 also. Anyway, I didn't expect him to die anyway, so it's not that big a spoiler. But Yuki, do you have time to spare? Yeah, why? I need to interrogate you for a moment. Would you care to cooperate? Interrogate? I mean, sure, but why me? It's not just you. Everyone else all went through it. It's what I normally do to suspects. Okay? What? Do you think I'm a murderer? Not yet. No, I said suspects. By default, I treat people with about 20% of skepticism all the time. A police officer should be ready for anything that could happen, after all. Then, what should I do? Don't be nervous. I made it sound frightening, but you're just asking you what you did before coming here, your personality, those kinds of questions. Here, why don't I start with... Tsurugi and I spent a few minutes asking and answering some ordinary questions. That will be it. I think I learned more about you. Wasn't it more like a normal conversation between friends than an interrogation? Between friends, Yuki, do you think of me as your friend? Of course, we're classmates. Isn't that enough for us to be friends? While I appreciate your thoughts, I'm afraid I can't pay you back with the same amount of trust and affection you're giving me. What do you mean? You may already know this, but I take pride in my work and adhere to its principles at all times. Therefore, those principles are inevitably a part of my everyday life as well. In other words, developing overly intimate relationships has the potential to put my judgment at risk when it really matters. That's why I try not to grow attached to people. Okay. Do you mean you can't trust us completely? I mean, I think it's pretty fair, considering the situation. No, I do trust you all. Giving trust and growing attached are separate things. But, you know, this isn't an ordinary school life. Lives and debts are at stake. I think I went too far there. Sorry, Yuki. You might not think the same, but I think of you as my friend. At least keep that in mind. Friends, huh? Alright, Yuki, I'll try my best to get along with you as much as I can. Though it felt too awkward to be a conversation between friends, I could sense that Tsurugi was trying to care for me in his own way. I talked a little more with Tsurugi before parting ways with him. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so my plan kind of fell apart by the fact that you have more than 3. I thought everyone was just gonna have 3 free time events. So I'm definitely not gonna finish you this chapter. I need to turn this off, sorry. There we go. Alright, do we get another free time event? Phew, I'm tired. It's hard to do investigations without any gain at all, but it seems to be getting more and more rewarding. I have more friends to be with. Today, Tamori broke her stubbornness and finally showed her true feelings. Tamori, who became a friend in her true self, she was rude and slanderous as usual, but it felt like she was joking. Okay, I just read it like how it's written. But it feel like joke intent, not a malicious one. Something seems to brighten up the mood with Tamari. Is it because she's a cheerleader? Also, Kobashikawa was going to die suddenly because she said too much about her. Ha ha ha. Somehow, it feels like the death of Higa and Maki was a long time ago. At that time, despair came suddenly without notice, and I was really unable to keep my sanity. Unexpectedly, hope seems to come suddenly too. Our bonds with everyone. Tamori's joining. I didn't find anything remarkable during the investigation, but it seems that we could move forward with more and more hope. Oh, I should sleep soon. Monokuma will be Jesus Christ. Monokuma will be doing a night broadcast soon. Indeed, hope or despair, they both come suddenly. So sudden that it feels wrong. Oh, really? Body discovery? It's always like that. Hello. Okay, no, I thought this was going to be a body discovery announcement for me. Hello, it's 10 p.m. Soon it will be nighttime, so the dining hall will be closed. It's what I'd want to say as usual, Pooh. But a body has been found. After some time has passed, the class trial will begin. Damn, okay. It's pretty rare in these games that you're not one of the people to discover the body. Because usually you're almost always one of the people to discover the body. They're all going to be tired for the class trial now. Huh? Huh? Wait a moment. What did Monokuma say? It's a joke, right? A body was found? Monokuma surely is joking. A joke? What am I saying? I know perfectly well what this means. No way. It can't be. Something's wrong. I can't believe that. Right. Wait, did he say where the body was? I don't think he did he? Oh. You were in your rooms. Okay. You were all in your rooms when the body was discovered. Guys. Maida. What was that just now? There might be more people on the right because there's more rooms over here also. Body? Did you say like dead body? I didn't hear that wrong? Wait, guys, is this everyone? Mikaru and Huiara aside, what about Kinjo, Taira, Atano, Iranami, and Kurokawa? Kinjo, Taira, Atano, Iranami, and Kurokawa. Is Kurokawa dead? Did they went to sleep already? That's not likely. Nighttime just begun, and anyone would have heard the broadcast while sleeping, right? I'm here! Why are you so late? I was so worried. That was because I was alone in the corner of the room. By the way, what's the fuss about it? Wait, is your room over there? A body was found, Monokuma. What? What to do? What should we do? Now there's no Kinjo to control everyone. There's no Kurokawa who has the power to speak in unexpected situations. For now, I have no choice but to check the situation by ourselves. Guys, let's ignore Monokuma and let's find out the missing people. Let's make sure what happens first. Let's make sure what happened first, okay? Let's do that. Please, nothing's happening. Monokuma must be messing around. I want to believe that too, but this anxiety, it's the same as when Maki died. We should find the others. That's the priority. I want to check if your room is over here. Okay, okay, your room is here. Okay, that makes sense. Monokuma's supposed to say where the body is. That's the whole point of the Monokuma announcement. I don't know why you didn't. So it's gonna be on the second floor for sure. We'll just go there. There's no one in the student dormitory. Damn it, where is everyone else? I don't think anything happened on the first floor. Is it on the second floor? Why is there a scream like 5 minutes after the body discovery announcement? That's strange. I heard a scream upstairs, damn it. Did someone else find it? Okay, you're alive. Kurokawa, are you okay? Kurokawa, what happened just now? Kizuna's gonna be dead, yeah? If Kizuna's not dead here, she probably lives till the end of the game, which is probably dead. Oh, power room. Inside the power room. Go. I told you the body was gonna be in the power room. Power room? What happened in the power room? The same thing. Wait, not here. Over here. The training room and library are cleared, but I think I heard a scream in the power room. Something broken over here. Kinjo. Kinjo, what the hell's going on? A corpse, huh? It's my mistake. I'm sorry. What are you saying, huh? I don't understand this. Control room. Go to the control room. Damn it, I gotta come down. What's this over here? Okay, that's obviously something. That wasn't here before. Hatano! Why again? Why now? Why? Taira, you're safe? Maida-kun, what should I do? What should I do? Whoa! Taira is in no state to talk right now. Riara. It's heartbreaking. It has happened again. Mikaru. Incompetent, it's you? Tell me how, what happened here? It's right in front of you. Make sure to check it with your own eyes. The control room. The room's lighting is broken and nothing can be seen. Rip Kizuna. But this is certainly the source of the commotion. Nothing. I can't see anything but the smell. The unpleasant smell of blood. Reality was increasingly developing into the worst situation imaginable. Hey, incompetent, use this. It's a flashlight from the warehouse. I was handed a flashlight with a trembling hand without looking back at Mekuru. Why did you have that? And shining a light inside the switch room, hoping that my imagination was wrong. However, it is said that a sinister premonition fits better than good premonitions. I already know. Since the time the body discovery announcement was revealed. And there was only one person we haven't met after coming this far. It was only here that I could meet them. Is it already? No, but she wasn't in this world anymore. Damn. Well, good thing I didn't hang out with you. I would have wasted the free time event. That's brutal. She was stabbed. It looked like she was stabbed in the stomach and then stabbed in the neck. Ah! Blood. 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 The color of the room, which met a light for the first time, was painted with pure blood. At the source where all this comes from, her, the body of Tomori Kizuna, the ultimate cheerleader. How much time has passed? Without even realizing that my throat was screaming, suddenly I woke up and saw everyone gathered in the power room. Ah, Tomori! My god, Tomori really died. This is a dream, this is a dream. This isn't a dream, it's reality. One of us killed Tomori Kizuna. What if she stabbed herself in the stomach and then stabbed herself in the neck, huh? What if she pulled a Nagito? Well, wait a minute, someone killed... What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You already know what you've been through. When Maki Kyoka died. Someone here killed in order to escape from here. It can't be. I'm sorry everyone, I promised not to have any more victims. I couldn't protect them. That's right, Kinjo-kun, you said you would protect everyone if you obey your orders, right? Why did this happen? Yeah, Kinjo... I like Kinjo as a character, but he really has not done anything to prevent the murders. He's just been like, hey, if you stay in my squad, I'll protect all of you. And then he proceeded to not do a single thing. The things he did was make everyone meet in the morning and have everyone have a curfew. But there's still a lot of free time where you can murder someone in there. And also, no one is checking the curfew. You can just leave whenever you want and no one will know. Why did this happen? I'm sorry. You're sorry? That's all? Kizuna-chan is really dead. She won't come back anymore. Calm down. It's not the time for us to fight each other. Wait, if Tomori was really killed, then it started? What's it? The class trial, she means. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Yes, since Miss Tomori was murdered, as I said in the announcement earlier, we will hold a class trial after a certain amount of time. Monokuma, you bastard. Well, I know I left the murder to personal freedom, but would you like to refrain from killing at night like this? It's not very fun. Shut up, there can be no killer among us. No, there is a culprit in our group. Mr. Huyara? Don't run away from reality. We must do this. Haven't we experienced it once? We will all die if we don't find the culprit. Yeah, that's right. It's shocking. It's so shocking that I don't even have the strength to stand. If we don't find him, we die. Woohoo! Huehara-kun has neatly organized what I wanted to say. So, you showed up, you're gonna give it to us, right? That's right, the Monokuma file 2! I came to deliver it out. 2? It's 2 because it's the second time. I'll put it next to Tomori's body. Okay, one thing I'm really curious about was who were the 3 people that first found the body for the body discovery announcement to play. Now then, the night is pretty late, so let's finish it quick. I'll see you later, everybody. This Monokuma thing, treating people as fools. Everyone, I know you're confused and sad in many ways right now, but we should do some investigation for now. Do you want to investigate in this situation? Do you want to die in this situation? I want to say I don't want to, but we have no choice, do we? I don't want to die yet. If you want to live, all we can do is investigate. Yeah, let's put each other's thoughts aside until we figure out the culprit. Solving this case is the first thing to do right now. I feel so bad for Tomori. She just opened her heart to us, wanted to become friends. What? The woman opened her heart to you people? Makaru wasn't with us, so you didn't know. Kizuna-chan, she was feeling lonely inside. She was being stubborn. After we persuaded her to notice that, we tried to open our hearts and became friends. How can it be like this? I don't know why. Ugh. Tomori Kizuna open up to you guys? What are you thinking? Makaru, if you're feeling lonely, you can join us as much as... I don't think that's what she's thinking. Well, not right now, though. You better wake up. The day I hang out with you won't come. Ever. Even if the universe is destroyed. It's a waste of time. Let's just start investigating. It's not the destruction of the Earth, but the destruction of the universe? We don't have time to do this. Let's start investigating quickly. I will apologize for not protecting Tomori as many times as I can after the class trial is over. Kinjo, a minute, please. What? Me and Makaru decided not to cooperate with you. However, can I accompany you during the investigation for the class trial? I was going to ask about it. Since there has been a murder, it will be easier to find out the truth of the case, even if a small number of people cooperate to investigate it. Hey, shouldn't we begin already? Too much time has passed. We have no choice but to do it. Yeah, we have to do it. Yeah, it's painful, but it's all the same. The reality that has already happened doesn't change. And if we don't do anything for this, we will all follow Tomori's fate, even a little. We have to get to the truth. I have to do it. The culprit who murdered Tomori, who barely opened up to us. The culprit, we need to find him. Okay, so first case was a tutorial. This time, I think we're really gonna get into it. My goal is to... I don't necessarily need to like figure out every little single detail, but I want to figure out who the killer is before entering the class trial. Also, what is this music? This is... hang on, a banger? Kind of a banger. Hold on. Once the others brought a lamp, I started to see a little more in the room. Yeah, that was the thing with this room, right? The power was off, and there's a bunch of buttons in here that control the damn, this is like a jazz remix of the investigation team. That's cool. Monokuma said there's a bunch of switches and buttons in here that control the power room, so you could use this to like turn off power to all sorts of things in the scroll, if you could see and if it's labeled. Once the others brought a lamp, I started to see a little more in the room. But what in the world happened here? Are these signs of a fire? Yeah, like the windows are cracked and I guess that's ash on the floor? Why was there fire here? I don't really know myself. I'll have to gather information about it while talking with the others. I assume all of this is metal, so it's not flammable. Let's start with what I can do. Like last time, we should check the Monokuma file first, right? The victim is Tomori Kizuna. The estimated time of death is about 9:30 p.m. Okay. And it was 10 p.m. when the body discovery announcement was made. So she was discovered 30 minutes after her death. And yes, she was stabbed in the stomach and then the throat, you can see here. Found in the switchium, located in the power room on the second floor of the school. There's a long, torn wound on her stomach and massive bleeding. The cause of death is a cut through the esophagus caused by a knife. Okay, so it doesn't say which one happened first. So it's either that she was stabbed in the stomach and she survived for a bit, and then the stab in the throat killed her off, or she was stabbed in the throat, and then for some reason after that she was stabbed in the stomach and the knife was put back in her throat. The second one seems really strange. I don't know where you would do that, so it's probably the first one. Is this it? This is too little information. However, at 9:30, it was just 30 minutes away before nighttime announcement. At that time, it is impossible to go back to the private room and enter after killing and cleaning up. Then the people who were in the dormitory during the body discovery announcement, including me, have an alibi. But if we think about it, something's weird. Makaru and Uehara are fine, but why weren't the others in the dorm at the time? Yeah. We decided not to leave our rooms at night, so we stayed near the dorms even after 9 p.m. in the last few days. Was it 9 p.m? I thought it was 10 p.m. Okay. And the place where Tomori died is the school area, which it's also deeper than the switchium on the second floor's power room. I'll have to talk to the others who weren't in the dorms during the BDA. Burn marks. Excuse me. Why is this so hard to hear? It's so hard to read. Estimate time on death is about 93 and find the power room switch on this close. What do you mean critical cause of death? Huh. What happened here? The floor and walls of the switch room are full of burnt marks, and no matter how you look at it, it's very recent. What was the cause of these? Okay. Okay, I gotta take a guess before I even look at anything. Who's the killer? Who's the killer? Who's the killer? The thing with Satsuki coming from the corner, like coming late at the beginning, is kind of sus. I know her room was like all the way in the corner, so it makes sense. But that's a weird detail to just have. Maybe Satsuki. Maybe Mikako. I didn't see her as a killer though. Those are my two guesses so far. I don't think it... I'm looking at all the others and it just doesn't fit in my head. Like Haruiko, I don't think he would kill someone. Ayame maybe would kill someone, but... I'm good. Yeah, so far either Mikako, like just from a plot standpoint, just from like meta analysis, either Mikako or Satsuki, I think. Let's like actually look at stuff. This is what stands the most at the scene of the incident. The glass window is broken. Okay, yeah. That's what was on the floor on the outside. That was the glass fragments from this. So that means that this was broken from this side. Okay. I didn't know because it was dark, but through the window you can see the power room. The glass window on the power room was this one then. The window for the control room. Was this to make light so you could see stuff? But this window was broken for some reason. Did the culprit kill Tomoe and break out through the window? There's a possibility. Break this window and come out from the side where the equipment is, then go straight through the door where it leads to the exit. The door of the second floor corridor. But I don't know if I were to go straight out the hallway. Anyways, if I were going to leave the power room through the entrances of the control room, what's the reason for breaking the glass if not for being used as an escape? If you think about it, it's not possible. Going to the control room, to the entrance, using the window as an escape route, because if someone heard the noise from the power room, it would have been a matter of time being discovered. Besides, breaking the window must have made extra noise. I wouldn't have broken glass for no reason. For now, let's leave it as a reference for later. Yeah, for me it just seems like it was done so you... Because the power room does have light in it, so theoretically, if you break this, it would shine here. Though I guess they said that to bring a lamp to be able to see anything, so I guess it doesn't. That's strange. This is what I've been concerned from before. There was a long line of something running along the wall of the control room. Oh, it's a fuse, right? It's actually broken in the middle, cut with a knife. Or rather, it's a burn mark, yeah. A fire in the control room and this fuse. There could be a relation, right? Then someone triggered the fire inside the switch room through the fuse. Is this the cause? Who? For what reason? Perhaps the killer did it, but I got no idea why. What? I don't see it. Do you mean this? Like this fuse or like this? I don't really understand the layout of this room as it's portrayed. No. Is it broken? Broken dentures. Fourth true. Fourth true? I don't know what that means. Let me Google that. Fourth. Okay, I don't think that's correct, but whatever. If you leave through here, you can leave the power room without having to leave by the switch room's entrance. But there was a person on either side of the entrance to the power room. What do you mean there was a person on either side of the entrance to the power room? They couldn't have avoided being seen while killing Tamara. Even if they got no way out, why would they break the window? This is so weirdly phrased. It's making it harder to solve the mystery because of how, like, weirdly this is phrased. Fuse line is located along the wall of the switch room. The middle of it is... Okay, so it's talking about the one on the wall. The middle of it is burned, and there's traces of being wet. It didn't mention that. It seems this was the cause of the fire inside the switch room. Probably the culprit was planning a fire with the fuse. What is the reason for it? So we're talking about this, right? And this is where it's burned? Wait, it's burned this here too, right? Can't investigate this one though. Got no idea how this works. Korean. Because the switch room has no light, we brought a lamp. We have to rely on this dim light in order to investigate. Okay. So I guess they're just not taking into account that like light is gonna flow from this hole, obviously, but whatever. Huh, what's this? Something's broken. Is this a broken flashlight? Two broken flashlights, right? Actually, there's two broken flashlights here. These must have been Tomori's and the culprits. Even with a flashlight, you need to turn on the dark switch. You need to turn on the dark switch. What does that even mean, man? That could have been Tomori, right? Then how did the culprit manage to navigate? What? Dude, this is so annoying. I don't even know what it's trying. Even with a flashlight, you need to turn on the dark switch. What? That could have been Tomori, right? Then how did the culprit manage to navigate? I have no idea what this is trying to say without being noticed. But why are these broken? Was there a reason to break them, or maybe it's better written in the description? Hang on. Two flashlights were found broken in the switch room. Is it the flashlight of Tomori and the killer? They didn't destroy the evidence then. What's the reason to be left here? Seeing that both of them were broken, there was a struggle happening at the same time. I'm just gonna ignore the comment about the dark light. I don't even know what that means. Oh. Huh, this was no joke. All was burned? Yeah, it still smells like something burning. But this is an important place, so if you break it, it's a big deal, right? It's such a mess. Let's worry about that later and do our investigation first. Yeah, you're right. Are we just not gonna bring up that like none of this is flammable? Or maybe the like are these books? Maybe like the circuits and stuff are flammable, but there's a piece of cloth that I see for the first time, but that's not the important issue. It's bloody. I don't know where this came from, but it's bloody, so it must be related to the crime, right? It's a little burned, but it's enough to cover a human body. Okay, that's a weirdly specific thing to say. Yeah, maybe the killer stabbed Tomori and she was bleeding, so they used a cloth to prevent it. Maybe. Tomori suffered a lot of blood loss, so they had to contain it at the time of the murder. Of course, the cause of that was the neck wound. With the throat cut, they had to act fast as it would drip on the floor with every second. I guess he's saying she was stabbed in the throat and she was like bleeding out, and then she was also stabbed in the stomach, but the stab to the throat was what killed her, because that's what the Monokuma fellow said. Preventing the blood from splashing, that's quite premeditated for the killer. Suddenly, when I turned over the piece of cloth, I was able to discover a few things under it. This is a lighter, right? A cheap, compact lighter that is used to lit a small fire. Doesn't necessarily have the firepower to create a huge one, however. The fact that this lighter was here means this must have caused beginning of it. So it's natural to say that there should be some traces of being used in the room. Dude, please just give me the script to this. I'll fix it in like a day or two. Please, I beg of you. Besides, it's not just that. The lighter was covered under the cloth together with another object. It's covered under the cloth. There's a crumpled paper here. Let's see. Is this thing again? I couldn't read the contents properly because it was almost burned out. It was difficult to recognize any words at all, but I knew where this paper came from. The secret note. Monokuma told us about this motive and shared it to everyone. There's also this. What is this? Yuki Maeda? Might be. It's my secret note, huh? Yeah, it says Maeda Yuki wa Kamoshiranai. So yeah, that's what it says. It's my secret note, huh? This says, why is this at the scene of the crime? The contents are almost burned out, so I don't know what my secret written in here is. Fine, but if it's a shameful secret to me, then there are so many things. No way, again this motive caused another murder? Let's think this for a moment. Did Tomori pick up my note? No, wait. What are rights even based on? I'll look anyways. What this is? Really useless information. Who want to know this? Yeah, she did react like that when she opened it. Haha, it is a joke after all. What a motive for sure. Shut up. If you're old enough, you shouldn't be sleeping with your dad. You're a mess. Oh yeah, right. I forgot. I completely forgot. She had Teruya's paper. So this is the culprits? Okay, but how in blazes did they find out? The secret that Tomori picked was Atori, so there is one possibility left. The culprit picked up my secret. It's possible they created the fire in order to destroy the evidence and burn everything. But the weird thing is, was my secret going to kill someone that much? It can't be, even though they were embarrassing secrets. There is no secret that could motivate a murder to happen. I'll take it. Maybe I'll find something out later. Piece of bloody cloth, lighter, and a secret message. Okay, we got a lot of things here. It's definitely harder than the first case. Unless like we go in another room and we find like a like I don't know, like a like a dagger and like a target, and we'd be like, oh, who would be really good at throwing daggers from afar? Oh, Satsuki, because he's a clown, because she does that at the circus. So an ant-sized clown is placed in the corner of the switch in the switch. It's probably for the purpose of stabbing with a nice knife and blood on your body, I guess. There's a small red of the firepower size. Finger. Okay, I'm just gonna read the sentence from start to beginning how it's written, okay? This is what I'm dealing with. Is a small lighter with the firepower size of a finger, it will be enough to cause it. Like, I feel like this is making it so much harder to solve the mystery with how it's written. If so, the switch that triggered the fire was caused by this lighter. May not be impossible. Some letters you can see that it's a secret note. Why is there a secret note on the crime scene? Okay. Tomori. Clearly she prefers others and tried to hit on the guys, but she too in her heart wanted to change, and we were getting to know her too. She didn't deserve this. Not only that, although it was bitter, we were always cheerful with Tomori. The tension went up in a good sense, bringing energy to everyone. Dear Lord, she really didn't deserve this. So then why? Why did you end up this way? I have no time to grieve. There's a lot of things that I need to investigate in order to find out the truth. To me, like, I don't know how accurate this is. It looks like at least one of the stab wounds wasn't covered by the cloth, right? Because the way this blood is splattered, it looks like something that would splatter after you like remove the knife from the wound. It doesn't look like like blood flow after the victim's already dead or like bleeding out, because then it would just like flow down. It wouldn't splash everywhere like this. I have no time to grieve. There's a lot of things that I need to investigate in order to find out the truth. It was the same time. It was the same thing with Maki, but Tamori, I'm sorry for intruding. Really sorry. Tamori's body looked terrible. The whole body is bloody. As shown in the Monokuma file, the stomach and neck had stab wounds. The wound on the neck was still bleeding a little, and next to that, there was a bloody smell all over the room. It's still bleeding, huh? This knife stabbed in the neck must be the murder weapon at first glance. It seems that this time the killer did not dispose of the weapon or didn't feel the need to go back for it. But this knife, it's a kitchen knife. Does that conclude that the weapon could not have been anywhere but in the kitchen? I'll have to check the kitchen later. And there's one more question about Tamori's body. Yeah. The wound on the stomach. The culprit ended her bleeding by stabbing Tamori on her neck. The file also stated the fatal wound was in that location as well. If so, what's the reason for the stomach wound? If we think of a possibility, they stabbed in the stomach and then stabbed her right around the neck. Yeah, that's why I said or. She was stabbed in the neck in a second attack after she fell down somewhere. This is a crafty kill. That's also what I said. I really don't know in detail because I don't have the specialized knowledge. Inori might know something, and I should consult with Kinjo as well. Why Kinjo? Oh yeah, Kinjo. I was thinking of Kinji. If I were the culprit, uselessly increasing the wounds would leave more traces behind. There has to be a reason for a stomach wound. If I take a look, the time Tamori died is around 9:30 PM, so whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is a prime suspect. I'll ask the others about it and find out. It's time to move. I remember you two were there when the body discovery announcement happened. Are we really going with the idea that 30 minutes is not enough time to run out of the room and go back to your room? Because I feel like that's plenty of time. But if we're saying it's not, then I'll just take the game's word for it. Oh, I can investigate this. Huh? What's this? Uh-oh. Leon? At first, I thought it was just blood, but the blood appears to indicate the handwriting of something on the floor. XXXX? X4? No, it's written 3 X's and a bigger X mark. Am I gonna need to know Korean for this? Maida, is that a dying message? Dying message? Is that something that comes out of a mystery story? Well, it's not particularly only in fiction. It's entirely possible for victims to leave a clue of the killer. Then this clue was left by Tamori when she died. Does this clue mean anything though? Well, I can't confirm since I'm not a detective. It's possible the blood sprayed in that manner by accident. You're so stupid, Jesus Christ. However, due to the circumstance, it is more likely to be a message we have to decipher. Really, you think so? Yeah, I wish I could know what it means. The last message Tamori left for us. XXXX. What does this mean? XXXX. XXXX. There's not a single one of us remaining that's alive right now whose name is 4 letters when written in English characters or in Romaji. In Japanese, a lot of them would just have 4 characters because it'd be 2 kanji for first name and 2 for the last name. But I have no idea what their kanji names look like. Maida, Inori, are you doing an autopsy? Yeah, Kinjo took over, so I'm going to work hard. He took over? What do you mean? Well, he said he had something to check and went somewhere else. When I was doing Maki's, we made the autopsy together. What did you check? Also, how about we confirm things together? What to say, it's a terrible amount of blood loss. Humans have excessive amount of bleeding when about 1/3 of the blood volume flows out. This is not around 1/3, as you can see. It's amazing even that this amount of blood came out. Yeah, neck wounds are definitely fatal, but it would have self-coagulated to some extent after the heart stops. So you're saying she was alive for a while after being stabbed in the neck? The amount of bleeding should have gradually decreased. That means, are you saying something caused the mass bleeding? No, I can't confirm this with just my opinion, but if your blood pressure is high, then there'd be a lot of bleeding, that much I know. In simpler terms, there are individual differences. What causes high blood pressure? Well, there's a lot of bleeding in this case, meaning it must have taken a while before death, not dead. Thanks to that, Tamori felt terrible pain before drawing their last breaths. Who could have planned such a horrible murder? So there is a killer among us in this case too? Like that time with Higa? Are we going to dot each other again and accuse people? I think this has to be done. I know it's painful. I won't force you if you don't want to, but if we don't, that means we'll have no choice but to give up our lives. Yeah, I know. Sorry for the negativity. I'll work hard for their sake. As for my result of the autopsy, what I found out, the abnormal amount of blood loss, and the time of death does match with the monochrome file. That's good enough information to help. Thank you, Inori. It's okay, you're welcome, Maida. I'll check tomorrow in more detail in case I miss anything. Inori is having it difficult too, but she's steadily fighting the desperate situation on her hands. Let's do our best. I need to find out the truth. It's mentioned a couple times that it's a long wound, so it seems like this one wasn't a stab wound, it was like a slashing wound, is what I'm thinking. Dude, this is... Why does these descriptions feel like they're written so much worse than the normal dialogue? Okay, so we're saying she lived for a while after being stabbed. And that's what caused so much blood loss. Can we check if there's blood on like her finger that would indicate that she wrote this? Because if there isn't, this could be like a message from the killer. From the last window. Jesus, there's a lot of evidence. Okay. Huh. Nothing pointing to a killer so far that I've figured out. I don't even, because like last time in the last case it was obvious that there was a trick, right? Like with the glue on the wall and the way she was hanged being weird, and like there's a bunch of stuff that made it clear that a trick was used, and then that makes you think, for what reason was a trick used? And naturally you figure out that, oh, it's because the killer wanted to put her body in the girl's bathroom even though you couldn't go in there. Okay, that makes sense. Here, it also looks like a trick was, some sort of trick was employed, but like the wire being burned and the cloth with the blood and the lighter. But like, for what reason was a trick set up? Like what's the objective? Was it, okay, one thing I can think of, was this somehow like a remote murder? Like, it's set up like a Rube Goldberg machine that would kill Kizuna, and that way the killer could go back to their room, and when the body discovery announcement play, they can come out and be like, oh, what's going on? That would make sense. That also fits with what Kanata said about Kizuna living for a long time. So maybe she was stabbed once and she like passed out or something, and then the killer made trap X, and yeah, the trap was set up so that the wire was being burned, and that when the burn would reach a certain point, like something would happen, and like Kizuna would die. I don't know exactly the mechanism. That's what I'm thinking right now. And that way they can leave, they can go back to their room, and they can be in their room when the BDA plays. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. I think I'm investigating everything here. Right? Okay, no, I missed something. Oh, this. It's a blood stain, but what is this? It seems odd, right? Tomoe's body is clearly deep in the control room. The blood leads from the entrance to the power room. It's strange, there's no blood outside. Did the culprit kill Tomoe and then ran away in a hurry? No, wait a minute. The fact that the blood is close to the entrance means that the struggle started at the entrance? So why are the windows broken? Breaking those wasn't part of it? Besides, there's this blood near the entrance to the control room. But no blood anywhere outside on the power room. They wiped the blood spots of the power room? What in the world happened? This is different. It's the same. Okay. Wait, I'll investigate this as well. It's the same thing. What fucking rude Goldberg machine did they make to kill Kizuna? The thing that's weird, that's kind of making me think it's not it, is that like all of this is in the corner over here. So none of this over here was used for the Rube Goldberg machine. This was put away. Like maybe it was and it ended up here somehow. Also, my theory does fit with like the murder weapon was in her neck. And Yuki mentioned like why didn't they get rid of it? And that would be because they couldn't, because they were like in the room. Okay. Hey Atano, what are you doing? Oh Maida, well I'm checking here. Do you know what that is? It's a burning flashlight? What is that? Burned charcoal? Isn't that weird? When everyone gathered in front of the power room, there wasn't anything. What? Like that in the corner, right? Right, I was here too, but I couldn't have noticed that. Okay. I need to go look at the recording. First, shouldn't we check what it is? Okay. Atano, what are you doing? Did you stumble onto something? Gah! Oh yeah, she's like burning her face right now. Wait, what the hell? Okay. Was there a fucking tripwire set up? That's fucked up. Atano, why is blood? Atano, who was walking to investigate the strange object, suddenly it grabbed her leg and she started bleeding. She grabbed her leg and started bleeding. The flesh near the back of Hatano's left eye was sharply cut and it was dropping a lot of blood. Hatano! What the fuck? Dude, there was a tripwire set? That's crazy. A Willy Coyote trap. What? I heard Ayame-chan scream. Yeah! Ayame-chan! Hatano, what is it? What is that wound? Before that, let's call Inori first, quickly. Oh, okay, I'll call her. Atano, how are you feeling? Everyone, don't come. Huh? Wire. There's a hidden wire. That's fucking crazy. Looking closely at the place where Atano fell, the bottom part, I was able to see a sharp part. Wait. Weren't there people over here when we first... Like, when everyone was at the entrance, there were people over here, so the wire wasn't set up then? At least I noticed it. Because of Atani's blood on it, it's too thin to see it with a naked eye. What is this? The burnt object was used as bait? Who installed a trap like this? Why? No, before that, what do we do with Atano? If Inori was here, she's a surgeon. She might... Well, she's in the other room. You can just go get her. Yeah. I got Inori here. Yeah! Wait, Atano? What's going on? Well, she got caught in a wire trap. Inori, what should we do? Wire trap? Why is that? This. I'll look at her vitals first. Kanai-chan, is it okay? Is there a place to treat her? Currently, the nurse office is locked. What place do we use to treat her wound? That's true, but the amount of bleeding is bigger than expected. I have to do something about it quickly. Be careful, there's still a wire there. You should just crawl under it or something. By Inori's judgment, she takes Atano with her. It's okay, Atano, as an athlete, she must have a strong will. Let's hope it's just a scratch. I'm worried about Atano. There's much time left with the Clash Royale. I still haven't cleared out much. Curses, what kind of person it is? It's not enough for killing tomorrow, even trying to set a trap on Atano. Is that wire far away? It was installed by the culprit, but was there a target in the first place? If you do a trap like this, it's a complete indiscriminate attack against an unspecified person. I don't have much time to go through the details. I've only searched the control room, so let's quickly investigate other places. That's fucking crazy. Why would they do that? For what possible reason? Is the culprit just insane? Wants to kill as many people as possible? I don't think so. Why would they do that? First of all, Atano got an injury while trying to investigate this area, and what I found is... yeah, a burned flashlight. Looks like a black object. There were 3 flashlights. Plus the one Mikaru brought earlier, so 4. This is a flashlight, another one? This flashlight is burned. Wait, is this Mikaru's flashlight that she brought, and she was the one that set up this trap? Maybe this is completely unrelated to the murder. Maybe she just did this, you know, for the lols. Or for whatever reason, and this is completely unrelated. That would make sense if this was... well, no, why would Mikaru's flashlight be burned? There's no... there hasn't been a fire since the murder. No, this is another flashlight. The flashlight is burned. There was also a fire inside the control room, so was this flashlight burned at some point inside the fire? No, wait. If it was a flashlight, it was already inside the room? 2 flashlights were broken inside. If so, why is this one here, and who used it? Atano's injury is a truth bullet? How is that relevant? Okay, this is a real mystery. This isn't like chapter 1. Okay, wait. No, that's stupid. Because she was wearing shorts. I was thinking, what if the culprit got injured while they were fighting, while they were scrambling with Kizuna, and they got an injury on their legs and they started bleeding. And then they thought like, fuck, if someone notices a wound, I'm gonna be suspected as the culprit. So they set up this trap in order to intentionally walk on it to like cut themselves again, so that it would mask the wound and it would explain why they have a cut on their leg without having them be implicated in the murder. But like, fucking Ayame wears shorts, so we would have seen it if she already had a wound on her leg. If it was anyone else, this theory would be really good, I think. But because it's Ayame, I don't think it makes sense. That's the only thing I'm thinking of right now. Yeah, look, she's fucking wearing shorts. If she was wearing pants, she could have just been hiding the injury like inside her pants, and she just cut it again. How is this relevant? I'm really into this. I have 2 inside. This place does. What would I only bring without breaking? Yeah, it's weird that they had 3 flashlights. Okay. That's the first thing I'm thinking of, is that this was set up to mask another injury. Because I don't think Tamori fell into this trap, because she didn't have any injury on her legs, right? She only had the slash wound on her stomach and the stab wound on her neck. And this was set up after the murder. This was set up while we were investigating. It's rare that killers do stuff while we're investigating in these games. I kind of like that. So all the people in this room are clear, right? Because like you and Inori, we just stayed in this room the whole time. So it can't have been the three of us. So it must have been someone else. Damn. So interesting. Mada-kun, is Ayame-chan okay? What to do? What can I do? Take it easy, Tara. I know you're worried, but the class trial will start soon. We have to focus on the investigation first. A friend was hurt, but we want to investigate? Is it that easy to work around like that? Oh, I'm sorry, Mada-kun. To be mad at Maida-kun is not the right way to do this. It's okay, I understand. Once you start to calm down, I have something to ask you, Tara. Uh-oh. Something to ask? Tara sus? Akane sus? Yes, not only you, Tara, but also in the dorms. Kinjo, Hatano, and Kurokawa weren't there. Tara, Kinjo, Hatano. Yeah, the people from our groups that weren't there. At that time, even though nighttime was starting, you didn't return to the dorms, right? That's right. Well, I tried to go back, but I couldn't because of this. Just past 9 o'clock, I was doing some cooking research in the kitchen. Okay, well that's already past the curfew. What do you mean cooking research? Cooking's the reason why the food was already done every day? It was because of this? Yes. Oh! What? You're cooking the food? And you just didn't tell anyone? That's fucking weird. In the game, it's always been Monokuma who just made the food. Okay, that's strange. By the way, it seemed to me that there was a lack of a lot of ingredients there. Because I wanted to make different recipes, but alas I couldn't. I made a mistake while wearing tempura, so all of the oil splashed on my clothes. I tried to go to bed soon, but I had to wash the whole thing in the bathroom because the washing machine wasn't working. I see, by the way, were you all wondering at that time? Yeah, Ayame-chan seemed to go training because she was there before going to bed. That's the case, I see. Yeah, Kizno-chan, I'm so sorry. Thank you for telling me this. We must find the culprit together. Let's put some Maida. Ingredients were missing? What are you talking about? Why is this in a oh, you can see at the top left, revamped version. So some of this is well written. Okay, so if it's not written revamped, then I guess it's like I shouldn't pay too much attention to it. I asked Tara why she wasn't in the student dormitory during the nighttime broadcast at the time of the incident. She said that just before nighttime, she was cooking in the kitchen and smeared some oil on her clothes. Surprisingly, you sure made a slip. How is this relevant? She slipped some oil on her clothes. Are we saying that the oil was used to create the fire? That would explain how like a non-flammable surface was burned. I don't think you're the killer. I would be extremely surprised if Akane's the killer. Akane's the first name, Tara. It doesn't mention the fact that the ingredients are missing here. How is this related? How is this related? Let's see. Nada, do you think Hatano will be alright? Not sure, I'm worried, but since she was hurt on the leg, it shouldn't be a problem, I think. Hatano, she got injured while trying to investigate, right? I can't forget a killer who even does this. Let us investigate more for Hatano's sake. Yeah, there's not much time left, so let's hurry. Thing here still. I'm really sorry about Tamori. Huh? Oh yeah, right. I hope you become to be able to open your heart to us. Open your heart? Come to think of it, I heard that before. Oh, Hirara wasn't with us that time. After our reunion, we were able to move Tamori's heart. I don't mean to blaspheme the dead, but I honestly can't believe that point. Uehara too? Mikari said that too. 2. You're a good person down to the root, although you seem stiff and partial. No, I can feel that to be the case because you've been missionary to the others these days. It was only a week since we met her, but the nature of Tamori was a little guy. What are you talking about? What do you mean the nature of Tamori was a little guy? What does that even mean, man? When I left Ginjo's group, I felt hesitant, but it was a bit unbelievable that I didn't care about my pride enough to return to you all again. I have no idea what you're saying. Of course, it's just my opinion. If I actually thought like that for you guys, I would have forget I said anything. Hurrah, I know it's not the case right now, but can't you reconsider? Be with everyone together again? Don't talk about it. I changed my mind once. I don't plan on changing it twice. Don't worry. Rest assured, I'm not trying to blame or ignore you like Makari. I intend to exchange as much as possible, so don't be too disappointed. Now, let's overcome the crisis that's right in front of us. Alright, here we are. Pray your search goes well. Most of that, I have no idea what the fuck he was trying to say. Makaru, is the investigation going well? No, I have something to think about, that's a problem. What, do you want to sit down and naturally talk about it? Do you mind? Shut up, don't speak, idiot. I don't cooperate with you. Do I have to say it 100 times? It's Makaru's reaction as usual, but I think that Makaru has something to think about. Is there something amiss in this case? Okay, yeah, so Makaru hasn't like instantly solved it either. Hironami, what are you doing here? It was at the same time with Maki's, but Satsuki is still totally useless in reasoning. So you're investigating a corner where no one seems to be looking. Original is like an anime where you find unexpected evidence in these places. Yeah, but this ain't anime. It's RPG Maker. It's the end, Maida. It's the enemy. Why, Otori? Sorry, I'm sorry. It may be my fault that Tomori Kizuna died. Wow. Wait, what does that mean exactly? Please calm down and tell me. Well, that is... Now, when I think about it, something suddenly came to my mind. The second day, was it? It must have been the first night after breakfast together. These days, my routine was to check the items at the antique shop before late night. As soon as I wake up the next day, I went there and checked the number of items every day. Our antique shop's so good, I guess because you're a merchant, you understand it. That's also because when Maki died, wasn't there a lot of stuff used in the crime from the antique shop? I was worried that would happen again, so I looked at things every day and perfectly memorized the type and locations of each object. Anyway, so I looked at the items on the second evening and went back to the antique store as soon as I got up the next day. I found out some things were missing. What? What things? That's a problem. At that time, all the goods are still properly in order before I went to check. I can't think of what's missing at all, but I know that something's definitely missing. Tori, there's no doubt that the things that disappeared, yeah, were things that were inside the switch room. The fuse, the lighter, and the flashlight. The fuse. They all disappeared back then. So that would mean that the killer prepared the tools very early in the case? Well, I'm not just sure about that, but I'm certain the time the tools were missing was at late nighttime. Late nighttime, but at that point only Makari, Tamura, and Uehara weren't with us. Who were wandering around late at night, right? I mean, anyone could have been. Just because there was a rule doesn't mean anyone followed it. Huh? Then the culprit is a Mongol tree? Oh, then it can't be Tamori, she's already dead. Right, then that only leaves Makaru and Uehara is one of them. No doubt, my memory of things is clear as crystal. It is still too early to conclude, but it seems to had been a good reference. Thanks, Atari. By the way, can I ask just one question? Is the wires that just hurt Atano from the antique shop? What are you talking about? Is the wires that just hurt Atano? Oh yeah, okay. You're talking about the trap wire. Okay, never mind. I was freaking out from that. Okay. Never. Atano got hurt? What do you mean? Oh, you didn't know? Just before the switch room turned off, the killer installed a wire trap. Atano got caught there and she injured her leg. Huh? Wire trap? Why is that? Oh, was that the reason why Inori and Atano just went out together? Yeah, I think the killer is more cunning than I thought. I haven't seen it, but maybe the wire did not come from the antique shop. What disappeared then was the fuse, the lighter, and the flashlight. The fuse? Are we saying the wire that was on the wall was something the killer brought? It wasn't just part of the room? There were wires, but those were not gone, so probably not. Is that true? Okay, thanks for the clue anyway. Didn't you just say you didn't remember what was missing, but now you remember? Did I help you? You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's do our best to catch the culprit, Maida. That's right, otherwise we will die. Aye. Let's look at that. Hopefully it's revived so it's actually like legible. Yeah, it is, okay. Here went to the antique shop every day to keep things in check. The lighter, fuse, flashlight, all disappeared after nighttime. All of the items that were used in the crime scene. Okay, so we're really saying that... Okay, this was not part of the room. This was just something that the killer brought. Okay. Sure. I misunderstood, but that's okay. At that point, Tomorrow was free to go around at nighttime. There was also the other two, Makaru and Huara. Then among the three, anyone took the tools. In addition, the water does not come from the antique shop. Okay, again, anyone could have gone. Just because there was a rule, there's just no way to verify that they followed it. Let me go check. Hang on. I don't understand how this fuse is set up. Does it like wrap around and go all around the room like this? And it's burned at these 4 points? I think that's what it's trying to say. Huh, okay. Okay. Let's continue investigating. Maida, what happened earlier? I saw Inori with Etano leaving the power room. Well, that is... I explained to Kinjo what just happened. What? Wire trap? I still don't know why the killer installed such a thing. Was it not targeting only for Tomori? If he's still aiming at someone like Etano was, it just had more evidence of the crime. No, probably not. Huh? What do you mean? Looking at the case, the wire trap feels a little out of place. Out of place? Okay, so you're saying that you think the wire trap was set up by someone who's not the killer. Right? I'll tell you more about it in the class trial. I have to do some research here now. Having said that, Kinjo looked ahead again. What Kinjo was investigating. Is this pieces of broken glass from the switching window? Yeah. This is also strange. Strange. The shape of the broken glass is temperature, the direction of the fragments flew of. I see. Can I take a look too? You can. Be careful not to damage the scene. The fragments were broken into pieces and splashed on the floor. Inside, I felt the darkness of that room little by little. Okay, so we're really just saying that there's a magical like light barrier here and that it cuts off all the light. Okay, sure, why not? Also, the shards were quite hot because of the fire. How did this even happened while we were resting? In the first place, I don't even know what was the time the situation even happened. Come to think of it, Kinjo, why weren't you at the dormitory at the time? You said to follow that rule, didn't you? Come to think of it, Maida, you weren't here back then. There were only 6 of us. There was Taro, Hatano, Kurokawa, Hirao, Makaru, and myself. What happened here exactly with this fire? Why did the power room become like this? Yeah, I'll tell you. At the class trial, I have to explain the situation to everyone once again. First of all, the reason I wasn't in the dorms at the time, if the others ask, it's because I discovered something. What? It was around 9 PM. As I was about to go back to the dormitory after completing my investigation, I heard Atano's scream. Hearing that there was a fire in the power room, I hurriedly headed to the 2nd floor of the school, where I met Makaru, Uehara, and Atano there. The situation at the time was that the smoke from the switch was leaking into the hallway, and we hurriedly went in to extinguish the fire with the fire extinguisher in the hallway. At the switch room entrance, in other words, I went to the corner of the power room and turned off the lights. Suddenly, I heard an explosion sound from the other side. There was this broken glass. When you heard that sound, were you all 4 together? Yeah, me, Atano, Makaru, and Uehara were at the switch room entrance. We had a lot of smoke, but we were close enough to confirm each other's positions. I see, then the only thing I can think of is The killer was inside the switch room, broke the window and ran away. Have you seen any other person besides those three? As I mentioned earlier, it was Smokey, but I didn't see anyone else. Wait, but at that point, Tara and Kurokawa weren't together? I don't like cutting it here like this, but I'll tell you soon. Anyway, I turned the switch to extinguish the fire at the entrance. What? And when Atano, Makaru, and me went inside, Komari was dead. At that point, the body discovery announcement came out, and after listening to the broadcast, Tara and Kurokawa came to the power room first. I don't know if you came after them, right? That's right. Then what about Huihara? You all went in together, but Huihara did not check the body? Huihara heard me when I told him to check the back broken window and went to the other side. But there were no clues other than what we already see here. After listening to the broadcast, Tara and Kurokawa came. After that, the rest, including me and the dormitory, came, correct? Yes, it seems the overall development of this case is roughly in this manner. But something is questionable. To be honest, it's suspicious there's two people out when the situation happened. Maida, now that there's not much time left, instead of being with me, can you check on Tara and Kurokawa? I want to confirm if they stayed together before the body discovery. Can you find out about it? Are you suspicious of them? Well, it's true they don't have an alibi, but then please do. I need to investigate the window more. Oh, Kinzo, on second thought, can I ask one more thing? I just heard the whole situation from you, but I still won't get what's weird about the glass shards on the window. To simply put, it's neatly broken. Huh? Besides, the structure of the window is strange. Look, even though the glass is broken and a body can pass through, the lights in the power room are hardly reaching inside of the switch room, right? No matter what principle the room was made of, if it was marked and sealed at this level when the fire broke out, the outside of the power room could not have spread the flames more than what was expected. What are you saying? Oh my god, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, it's so badly translated, I don't even get it. And this was the sense of incongruity you mentioned? Maida, there's no time. I can't explain in detail here. I'll tell you the glass trial. First of all, check out the alibi of those two people I mentioned. Okay. I heard Kinzo's explanation, but I didn't notice anything strange that stood out. Is there something that can only be seen by him as the ultimate police officer? Anyway, I'll know when it comes to trial. The investigation comes first. Maybe it's better explained in the evidence. Wait, I didn't get to check the kitchen. Yuki said he wanted to check the kitchen where the knife came from, right? The headmaster of the school, Monokuma, wants to inform me that the fun is pouring out at this hour. It's already close to midnight, so let's hurry up and finish this. All of you, please gather at the door with the red carpet on the first floor of the school building. The class roll will begin. Oh, I hope this gets really fun. Maybe I'll enjoy it. Finally, it's time. Damn it, I haven't even investigated properly yet. I have only checked the power room and the switch room. There's also the situation with the Tano, and the timing was too late. Well, if I hang out here, Monokuma will kill me, because this isn't a joke. Let's go. Somehow, even with the information collected so far, we have to find out the culprit. It's not just me. If I put everyone's heads together, I can definitely go through this like last time. I want to look at the true bullet. Oh, Maida. Tano, are you okay? I applied first aid as a substitute for bandages. It stopped all the bleeding, but... Tano, the time is already running out. We have to go to the trial. That's all we can do. Yes, I heard it too. While I received the first aid from Inoue and returning to help more with the investigation, it just showed up. We can't help it now. No, don't overdo it. Rather, is the leg okay? Atano? Maida, Atano's leg, well, what is it? The truth is, my left thigh tendon has been cut. I can't even walk. The damage might be permanent or not. Only time will tell. What? It was unfortunate that the tendon part got cut so much. I don't know what would happen if I had surgery right now. Also, I don't know if there's room in this school to do this risk. Okay, wait a minute. What is that? You can't walk, let alone run? Actually, the lower part of the thigh, I can't feel it. Without Inoue's support, I couldn't have made it here. That's fucked up. This is so outrageous. It's nonsense. Atano, you're a track and field athlete. Is that okay to lose one's talent in vain? I'm sorry. If only I were a doctor who could fix that once. Ugh. Stop. This wasn't Inoue's fault. However, Maida, we shouldn't be arguing here right now. Isn't the class trial about to start? But Atano, in the future, even if my legs were intact, if you fail the class trial, you all will be killed. This is fine. I can worry about my legs later. So based. So let's go now. It's enough if Inoue supports me. I'll do it. Atano. I tried to be calm, but Atano's body gradually was trembling. You would be the most desperate yourself, even if an ordinary person can't walk anymore. It's a shock. Nevertheless, I have to try to overcome the clash trial for everyone. With only a strong mentality. I got it, you're right. When you die, it's all over. Let's go to the trial, everyone's there. Yeah. Coming back in here, I remember when Kyoka-chan died. I was kind of hoping this wouldn't happen again. Hatano, is your leg okay? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no problem at all. Inori gave me first aid. I'll get better soon. For the time being, Inori will support my footing, so that's all. Hatano? Hey, is that so? I'm really glad we can go to the trial with confidence. The trial, class trial. I'm going to stand in this trial with confidence! Whoa, I was wondering when that was going to come up. I see. By the way, Kurokawa is... Where is she? Huh? I can't see Kurokawa in the room. Wait, huh? Mikako-chan? I haven't been able to see her during the investigation. Yeah, we didn't see her either. We saw her in the hallway when we were going to check up on the body. Where did she go? No, wait a minute. If they disappeared at this hour, could that be it? Kurokawa's the culprit? What did you say? Kurokawa's the killer? I'm more thinking, is she also dead? No, that's a hasty judgment. Maybe something went wrong? Hey, you're all here? Hoo, this time I'm kind to you. I came out on the entrance, face to face. You done releasing the balls, right? I'm really nice, aren't I? Then are we going down underground like last time? I'm sad no one pays attention to respond to me. Or responds to me. What are you saying? We're missing one. Where did is she dead? Huh? Weren't you all together? Oh, it's true. Is that girl is nowhere to be found? Unbelievable. Did she want to dip the class trial? Wait up, I'll bring her now. What's this girl being late for? She could die if she's late, damn it. Atano, who was injured, also came here. She may lack legs, but she doesn't lack guts. Jesus. I'll have to give that woman a training regimen. Well, I mean, Kurokawa is not really the culprit, right? What do you mean, Kowashikawa? Kurokawa is not that kind of person. Not that kind of person? Did you guys not see Mitsuhiro Higa as the guy who started the killing at the beginning? That was... I mean, to be fair, he did seem like someone who would commit murder out of everyone here. Are you going to claim he's an innocent person? I mean... Something's odd. Didn't you guys used to tackle my words all the time? Tomarukazuna did that often, but that bitch died. Hey maid, for some reason you're being awfully quiet. I thought you would be the first to put a rebel attitude. Huh? Me? Sorry, I didn't hear. Tara, are you okay? Come to think of it, you seem less energetic than usual. Can you tell? Oh, I just have something to think about. You know something. I don't think you're the killer, but I think you know something you're not sharing. Oh, you figured out something because you were at the kitchen. You idiot! The clash will begin soon. Of course, no one has the energy for this. Idiot? Why? Of course, I'm an idiot. But it's weird. As a suggestion that Kurokawa disappeared, she could be considered the main suspect. It's worth putting into her topics for later. It's gonna be fucked up if Monokuma is like, "Hey, look, I brought her," and he just pops a dead body on the floor. Even Kinjo thinks that. I can't confirm it yet, but some of my suspicious figures were selected during the investigation. Kurokawa was one of them. Why Kurokawa? Because she wasn't accounted for. Her and Akane. Let's talk about that in the class trial. Discussing here will only get things agitated. Well, yes, but Kurokawa still needs to be here for the class trial. Hey everyone, waited long enough? I brought the latecomer. Mikako-chan. Oh no, she's alive. Hurry in, it's the first time, so I'll be flexible in this particular case, but next time, I'll punish you with no questions asked. Well, no, all 12 of you finally got together. Like last time, I'll be going down first, so take the elevator to proceed. Kurokawa, what happened? I haven't seen you since the investigation. We didn't see her during the investigation. What have you been up to? I don't think you came from investigating, were you? Hey, I don't think she plans on opening her mouth anytime soon. Why don't we leave the bitch alone and go down already? It doesn't matter if you want her to speak here. Kurokawa. Trial. After it's over, I'll tell you. This is suspicious. Very suspicious. Headaches, headaches. Alright then, if you're the culprit, you won't be able to survive when the class trial is done. It can't be. It's not her. Kurokal, is there a reason you were being late? Now, everyone, I know you don't like doing class trial. I wanted to stop this situation somehow. But it happened. It's really futile at this point. What will happen next? First, let's pass the trial and talk. Now, only think about surviving the trial and clear your minds and eyes from any misconceptions. Kenjo's right, I couldn't afford to think differently right now. All we must do is survive. We're again at the crossroads of life and death. Yes, let's throw up our minds and face this. Surely we can make it. We can figure out the culprit. Yes, I'm not alone. Everyone is here. I hate to doubt someone again and turn them into a killer, but I have to. Again, I have no choice but to do this class trial. Can I talk with everyone? Yeah. If you do what you think is correct for everyone, you'll be able to find the killer. Oh yeah, I wanted to look. I didn't get to look at the. I guess I'll look at it like when I can look at everything just before the trial, and I'll do all my theory stuff there. This is I've been recording for a while though. Satsuki investigated very seriously. Honestly, I found nothing. Sorry. Your Satsuki's very suspicious right now. Yeah, Satsuki's very suspicious. Is there really a culprit within us? The culprit who killed Tamori. Hey, sorry, I keep getting lost. I can't do this. There's something very bustling about this case. What does that mean? Again, another hellish trial begins. All of us are the accused. I'm not going to back out at all. I like that you're not speaking in all caps anymore. Coming here twice, I feel like I'm gonna be sick on my stomach. How long are you gonna stay put here? Let's hurry. I'm worried something doesn't look right for everyone. I just need to tell everyone that my leg is fine for now. It will increase confusion if we tell them the truth. I don't think it's the right time. Okay. Well, let's go. Let's reveal the corrupted seed that committed murder again. It's really painful, but I have to do it. Cheer up, everyone. I'll open the elevator door. Did we see this last time? Don't remember. The elevator goes down underground with a rattling sound. It was the second time I felt it, but my heart didn't calm down again. There's no guarantee that the culprit will be revealed safely this time. I have to do my best, but I'm a little nervous this time. I could only investigate the power room and the switch room, and I don't even know who the culprit was. Can we properly guess in this state? Maida. Kurokal? Yes? Kurokal talked in a very small voice in the elevator with me. Her voice was in whispers, so without realizing, I answered in whispers too. It seems the others didn't hear because of the elevator's noise. Kitchen. I've been to. Knife. One was missing. Yeah, we know. Oh, really? It seems Kurokal went to investigate after all. The fact that one kitchen knife disappeared means that the murder weapon on Tamori's neck was brought from the kitchen. And... yeah? Never mind. Fuck you. Is she thinking that the Kane is the culprit? Huh, Kurokal seemed to have something to say. Kurokal is a unique girl, even though the number of words seems to be few. When I really need it, she talks more than I talk, but thanks to the information Kurokal gave me, the source intake is becoming more clear. It will be helpful for the trial, even a little. I'll take note of it. How is that important? We already knew it was a kitchen knife. For a long time, the elevator carried us down to the basement. With a huge shake, the elevator arrived to the class court. Alright, let's go. You're all here, great. Let's start a late night class trial. The room looks different than last time. Of course, if you always did the same thing in the same interior, all the tension dies, right? Change, it's a law that we all need. It's a repulsive room. Ha! You're noisy and starting to fall. If you're noisy and starting to fall asleep, what? I'll just remove the itch from the sentence. You're noisy and starting to fall asleep, so why not go to your scene? How is she standing? I guess she can't walk. She can stand. I guess everyone seems to be prepared. I feel a very different atmosphere since last time. Is this because you went through a trial once, or is this because your trust is falling apart? Shut up and start, you damn stuffed toy. Hey, it's not stuffed toy. It's Monokuma. Good, I'm not upset. Whatever. Even if you rush me in, I was gonna start anyways. We should finish quickly and everyone go back to sleepy time, yeah? Hoo. That is, if not in eternal sleep for the majority. Okay, let's start. Again, the tense... Dude, I feel like it's getting worse and worse. The tension starts falling as soon as we stand in each bench. It's like making a wall to make each other suspicious. When I stood here, I realized once more that it begins again. Tamori, a girl who was a classmate, and she was looking for affection recklessly. But in the end, she opened her real self to us, and it wasn't bad at the very beginning, no matter what anyone thought in the process. The killer who murdered her so badly. And not enough with killing Tamori, the culprit. There's no way you had like a wound already hidden on your leg, right? There's no way. And not enough with killing Tamori, the culprit who committed an unforgivable crime that made Atano lose her leg with a trap aimed at random. You're definitely not the killer. You're definitely not the killer. You're definitely not the killer. Maybe. I don't think so. The trial to uncover the killer begins now. The trial that risked her life. A lie that took her life. A betrayal at the risk of everyone's lives. Giving an excuse to survive. An excuse to kill. A fake trust in their classmates. You're definitely not the killer. You're definitely not the killer. Though you may have set the trap for some reason. I don't know why you would do that. You're pretty high on my list. You're pretty high on my list. A life-threatening debate. A life-threatening excuse. A life-threatening trust. Is it the... Okay, wait, I'll wait till I finish this and then I can theorize. Who the fuck are you? Oh, Kinjo, yeah. No, you're not the killer. You're not the killer, you're not the killer. You're pretty high on my list. A life-threatening class trial. Would they really have the waifu be the killer in the second case though? If you're gonna have the waifu be the killer, it's either gotta be in the first case for like the shock factor, or it's gotta be like in the fifth case for like the like it's like a finale. It's like, oh, you didn't see that one coming. It's weird to do it in the middle, but it could do it, I guess. Okay, let's look at some stuff. This is okay. Can you just move? Okay, so there were 4 people who discovered the body. So that doesn't help us at all to figure out who's the killer. Because even if the killer was among those 4, it still counts 3 people for the BDA. So that doesn't help us. Last one that the end of the switch was broken. I couldn't figure the start. He's dead. It was on fire. And the window was broken while extinguishing the fire. While extinguishing the fire? Was it the killer who was inside the switch room breaking through the window inside the smoke? However, in Kimjo's worry, he said that it feels wrong. It's still neatly broken. What does that even mean? Is the problem that Tyra did not mention that a knife was missing? What? How is this relevant that she got oil on her clothes? Oh, what I was thinking, what I was gonna mention like a couple minutes ago, What if this trap was set up by someone because they figured out something and they knew that whatever this third flashlight is that they found, the killer would want to get rid of it. So they put the flashlight somewhere and they put the trap wire there so that when the killer sees it, they would fall in the trap, and whoever set up the trap would know who the killer is. I thought about that, but like that doesn't. I mean, maybe the game could do that, but I don't think that makes much sense, because like the flashlight was obviously right there, and like anyone would have went to look at it because everyone's investigating. I don't think it would be reasonable to assume that only the killer would look for it. This is a toughie. This is a toughie for sure. I'm not gonna start the class trial today, by the way. I'm gonna end here, but let me theorize still for a bit. Forgot about the XXXX. Broken dentures board through. I don't think you're the killer. I think you know who the killer is, and you're like, you don't want to say it because it's like your BFF, but I don't think you are the killer. So really, from my only suspects, that leaves Ayame and Satsuki. That leaves Ayame and Satsuki. Those are my real only two suspects. Is there any... There's so much, dude, this is like night and day with this in the first trial. This is so much more complicated. I'm glad it is though. I like when the cases are complicated. That's what I play these games for. You mentioned the knife used to kill Tomara. The wire does not come from the antique shop. The wire does not come from the antique shop. What would cause a glass to break neatly? I don't even know what breaking neatly means. What would cause a glass window to break neatly? Can glass break if it's too hot? I actually don't know. Are we saying it was just a fire that like caused the glass to heat up and just broke on its own? I need to look that up. I'm not sure. Hatano was the one that first noticed the fire. What was she doing there? She's cooking in the kitchen. Spend some oil on the clothes. Surprisingly, you sure made a sloppy accident, Tyra. Why is that written so like... Is she the killer? Is she the killer? I don't... It's Satsuki, it's Akane, like aka Taira, or it's Ayame. Satsuki's less and less like to me. Like the only reason I had to suspect at the beginning was that I thought the killer went back to their room to have an alibi, and that Satsuki was sus because she was like, "Oh, sorry, I was like," she was like a little late when everyone got out of their room. But it makes sense if her room is in the corner. So I think I'm actually gonna remove Satsuki from my. No, it could still be her though. I definitely think Akane and Ayame are more likely to be the killer now. How is this relevant? Okay, wait. By process of elimination, couldn't we just have everyone just say who they drew, and just like whoever says they drew Yuki, or like whoever doesn't want to say, then they're the killer, or they're involved in the crime at least. Actually, no, that doesn't work because a bunch of them threw the paper away without even looking at it, so we wouldn't be able to get a full picture. Yeah. That doesn't work. Dude, there's so many things that... Okay, let's look at the things I don't know how to explain and the things I can't explain. Okay, already her body's weird. Like the fact that she was stabbed in the neck and then cut in the stomach. Why? For what reason? Inori says that she lived for a long time. And that's why she was bleeding so much after being stabbed. Okay, so... How does that work? Her body was not burnt at all, right? Like, was it? I don't think it was. Dude, I feel like I'm getting mind freaked right now. Broken. Dude, okay. I can find some explanations for this if it was like a Rube Goldberg machine and she was kept alive and like she was technically killed while the culprit was doing something else. But that seems to be less than likely. This is just signs that there was a fire. That's whatever. Again, I feel like it was caused by the fire was caused by the, well, it was caused by the lighter, but it was propagated by the oil that Taro was talking about. Okay, so that's fine. The stomach wound. This I can't really explain. I think my only guess is that it's part of the Rube Goldberg machine that was set up to like kill her. That's the only thing I can think of. This is also that she lived for a while after dying, so that explains why she was bleeding a lot. Broken flashlights, I have no idea. I've honestly no idea. Is this part of the machine? Of the Rube Goldberg machine? Is this part of the trick? They're not burned, they're like broken. Like someone like snapped them in half. Why? For what possible reason? For what possible reason? I'm stuck on this one. Dying message, I also have XXX. X. And then 3 small X, 1 big X. I have no idea. I have honest to God no idea. XXXX. Was she counting something? The 4th of 4? Broken glass window. I feel like it's part of the setup to kill her, but I don't know what's the deal with it being neatly broken. I don't know what would cause that. I don't know what neatly broken glass even means. Burn fuse line, I think, is part of like the setup to delay, like to start the fire while the culprit was somewhere else, obviously. Regardless of whether or not. Okay. It changed. I don't know. Regardless of whether or not Kizuna was dead, I definitely think that the killer was not in the room when the fire started. That's almost certain. And this was used to like delay the start of the fire. Piece of bloody cloth that's somewhat burned. Was Kizuna like hung up in the air like a hammock with the four ends of the fuse that were burned, and she was like hanging in the air by a hammock? And no, that doesn't make sense. How would this end up in the corner of the room? Liar. It'll be enough to call it. Yeah, this was. How did they start the? In DR2 case 5, there was a trick similar. Like they just kept the lighter like turned on and waited for something to fall onto it. I don't know if the same trick was used there, but it could be something similar. Secret message. I have no idea how this is relevant, how this helps us in any way. We know that the culprit or someone who was there had Yuki's message. Okay, sure. Blood marks on the entrance side. This to me it seemed to indicate that maybe the culprit got injured. That's what I was thinking. The culprit injured themselves, or I have no idea. Oh, that's not what I meant to press. Let me save actually. I don't know if I saved. Let me save one. Wire trap. Why did... Okay, again, my two theories are... One, the culprit had an injury on their leg, and if everyone else found out they had an injury, then it would expose them as the killer. So they set up this trap and intentionally walked into it, so that to hide, to mask the first injury. That seems impossible because Ayame wears shorts and we would have seen it on her leg. Maybe there's gonna be some bullshit like the wound was covered and it just didn't show on her sprite or something. But that seems to be disproven because of that. My second theory was that someone who's not the killer set this up to lure the killer into picking up... fuck, I pressed this again. Into picking up the burnt... where is it? The burnt flashlight. Yeah, this is somehow like very important evidence for the killer. And whoever set this up knew that. And they did that so that the killer would walk into it and expose themselves. Note that those are the two things I can think of. And notice that in both theories, Atano is the killer. So, is there any explanation for this wire trap where Atano is not, or Atano Sasuyame, his first and last name? Is there any explanation for this trap where she's not the killer? Because otherwise, it could have been the second one where it was intended to find the killer by setting this up, but it just failed, and Itano, who's not the killer, was just like, oh, what's this, and walked into it. It could be that. That seems kind of unsatisfying as an answer, but it could be that. The only other explanation is that like the killer is just a psycho and wants to kill as many people as possible? Question mark? This doesn't seem... Yeah, another thing. This doesn't seem like it was intended to kill, right? Because it was a leg height. If you wanted this to kill someone, you would put it at like neck height, right? This seems like it was just meant to injure. Why? For what possible reason if Atano's not the killer? Was she able to walk before? Yeah, because she walked into this. So her injury before, she didn't have... Okay, maybe she had an injury, but it wasn't that deep if she was able to walk into it before cutting her leg. Third flashlight. I don't know what the deal is with the flashlights, man. So presumably, who was the first person to enter the crime scene? Did someone, the first person to enter the crime scene, sneakily pick this up and then set up the trap to find the killer? Or did the killer just have this on them? I don't know. I don't know. Why was there 3 flashlights? Was it... Were you there when... Were you there with Ayame when Kizuna was murdered? And this about the oil too. There's too much to think about. There's too much to think about. I need time to cook. Knife missing from the kitchen. Tools. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I need time to cook. I'm gonna think about this. I'm gonna have something fierce cooked up for next time. This is a lot though. This is a lot. But yeah, okay. Okay, see you next time.